scores! Sends the one-timer, scores!
Great save made by Gustafsson.
Right here, what an awesome pass through the slot, onto the stick of Batherson.
Kachuk in tight up, let's get going, scores! Brady Kachuk wins it in overtime for Ottawa.
Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon and I am your host. Today is probably one of the most important days in Ottawa Senator history, as today is the day we find out whether or not the Senators once again will have an opportunity to build an arena in downtown Ottawa at Lebreton Flats. Now we all know, if you're an Ottawa Senator fan, you know the whole fiasco with the Sens organization and Lebreton Flats. Long story short, the Senators and the developers they hired the last time around that they had an opportunity to build at a downtown arena countersued each other for over $1 billion. So it looked like the book closed on the Senators moving downtown. Until now, because today, ladies and gentlemen, I have some breaking news. The National Capital Commission has reached a memorandum of understanding with a group led by your Ottawa Senators, as they are the preferred bidder to build an event center at Lebreton Flats. Your Ottawa Senators are moving downtown. Let's go. Now take a look at the pictures on your screen right now. The renderings from the artists that the Senators hired are absolutely beautiful of the proposed arena in downtown Ottawa at Lebreton Flats. Look at this, the first picture. You can see there's like a lake or the canal going to the building. So it looks like during the spring, you can kayak to the games, or during the winter, you can skate to the games. That's awesome. Look at the sky view. Look at the grass on top of the arena. That's going to definitely reduce, energy costs within the arena. And it will definitely be better for the environment too, because heating and stuff like that, we're going to have to use much less energy at the Sens Arena because of the green space on top, which will help cool the inside of the arena. And on top of that, look at that cool logo there too. Sick design. And then the other designs you can see on the screen now, from Albert Street, for example, you can see the exterior of the building looking very modern and sleek. So I'm really, really excited for this. This is some real good news for Ottawa Senator fans. As the Sens organization has been trying to move to downtown Ottawa for so long. It's been almost 10 years now. So it's such a great day for the City of Ottawa, for the Sens organization, and of course their fan base. Now, I want to get into some of the specifics around this bid, because unlike in Canada, the Senators organization will not own the land where the arena is built. In Canada, they own the land there, they can do whatever they want, but not here in downtown Ottawa with Lebreton Flats. The NCC, the National Capital Commission, they will retain the rights to the land where the arena or the event center will be built. So basically, the NCC hopes to have a lease in place with the Senators by the fall of 2023, and if that happens, if everything goes to plan, construction and shovels in the ground should take place by, at the earliest, 2024, which is great news for Sens fans. Within the next 2 years, the downtown arena will be under construction if all goes to plan. Now, it's really important to note the Senators will be leasing, not owning, because that means they're going to have to continually be in lease agreements with the City of Ottawa. So I would assume the contract would be between 10 and 20 years. A lot of stadiums seem to have leases that long, like in Tampa Bay, for example. There were some rumors of them moving to Montreal to become the Montreal Expos, but they weren't able to because they have a lease to play in St. Petersburg for like 10, 15 more years. So, I mean, leases usually look between 10 and 20 years from what I've gathered. So it's going to be a long-term lease. And what I'm interested in this lease is, in terms of construction and the lease as a whole, what goes into play? Does the city or the NCC get some of the profits the team makes in terms of, ticket revenue, parking revenue, sales or merchandise revenue? I'm curious about that. And if that's the case, if the NCC or the city gets some of that funding or some of that revenue, does the City of Ottawa give public funding to build the arena? Now, this is something we're going to have to hear a lot of in the next coming months. Will the City of Ottawa and the taxpayers here in Ottawa have to pay somewhat a portion of the funds to build the downtown arena? There's no doubt in my mind that the idea of revenue sharing with the city and with public funding, these things will all be brought up in the lease agreement and during the negotiation. So it should be definitely interesting next year or so to see what the City of Ottawa, the NCC, and the Sens organization work out with one another. But honestly, unlike last time, there's so much optimism right now, and the groups that the Senators brought in with them to build this arena, which we're going to get to in a second, are legit top-of-the-line groups, which the NCC has said themselves was a big part in determining the Senators as the winning bidder for this piece of land at Lebreton Flats. So, we're going to keep you updated over the year, but what happens I'm really, really curious to see if the SENS organization asks for public funding, and more so, I'm really curious to see if the City of Ottawa gives that public funding, especially with a new mayor coming to town. Jim Watson, the mayor of Ottawa, is not going to be the mayor in the upcoming municipal election. We're going to be picking a new mayor, so a lot of interesting things coming up for you SENS fans and for the SENS organization, but I don't really care. It's just great to see that the book is opened up once again on the Ottawa Senators moving downtown Ottawa. And look, the Senators just said in a press conference that they expect to be in Canada for the foreseeable future. If the shovels are going to the ground for construction in 2024, the earliest I would assume the Senators can play at Lebreton Flats is like 2028, 2029, 2030. These are estimates. These are just guesses, but I think that would be the earliest. So, I don't know where I'm going to be in 8 to 10 years, but, listen, it doesn't really matter how long it takes to build an arena. It's the fact that they're building an arena, because this is huge news for the long-term sustainability of the Ottawa Senators in the City of Ottawa. Look, I don't think any of us really believe the Senators were going to move out of Ottawa. I certainly don't think the Senators were going to move out of Ottawa. If a team like the Coyotes are able to stay in Arizona, the Senators are going to be staying in Ottawa. But Gary Bettman has said this himself. If the team continually stayed in Canada, eventually you're going to have to ask that question, because, revenues were dwindling, attendance was dwindling, no one really wanted to make the commute, and the arena needed to be changed. It's an old arena. I love the arena, the Canadian Tire Centre. The sightlines are fantastic, but the parking lots, there's like potholes everywhere. It's not the best built arena. It's very old. And it's clear that the Senators needed new facilities. Like, if you have ever been to the lower level of the Canadian Tire Centre, behind where the locker rooms are and stuff, it's very outdated. So it's time for change, and it's time for a new building for the SENS organization. So on top of that, which is huge for the SENS organization and their sustainability and staying in Ottawa, this is also huge for the City of Ottawa. Look, the downtown core needs a huge, boost. It needs a complete and utter overhaul, frankly. COVID-19 really killed the downtown core, and I think this project would provide a massive boost to the core economically and culturally too. You're adding another cultural hub to the City of Ottawa, to its skyline, right next to Parliament. So this is huge for so many reasons. It's a great day to be a Senator fan, but it's also a great day to be a citizen of the City of Ottawa, as the Senators and the City of Ottawa are looking towards and starting to build something massive with one another in terms of a world-class event center. And, look, the event center, this new downtown arena, is going to be located on Albert Street and will be close to 2 major LRT stations. And that's massive because, look, a lot of people are wondering, if you're, with Canada, the main way to get to a game in Canada is driving. We all know about those crazy hour-long waits to get into the parking lot and the hour-long waits to get out of the parking lot in the Canadian Tire Centre. I don't think that's going to happen, though, with Lebreton Flats. I think the focus will be on public transport. There's 2 major LRT stations near the arena, or they're supposed to be anyways. There's I'm sure there's going to be busing stations there. And, I do expect them to build some sort of, parking lot, hopefully underground. But I do think the Senators could be pushing public transport heavily on this project. Now, I mentioned before we end this video that I would discuss the groups that are a part of the Senators' bid to build an arena in downtown Ottawa. Like I said, they are massive, internationally revered groups. So here they are. One of the groups joining them is the Sterling Project Development Group. Now, this is a real estate management firm that just recently actually completed the UBS Arena for the New York Islanders. And I think this is really interesting because just like, the UBS Arena in Belmont Park in New York, the Ottawa Senators with the Lebreton Flats are not dealing with a massive, cornfield to build an arena like they did in Canada. They're dealing with a real constrained amount of space. So Sterling Project Development has a history of maximizing that space and creating something fantastic. You've only heard good things about UBS Arena, at least I have. And if you go online, you're only going to hear good things. They made a really, really cool arena maximizing that space. So this is really good for the Ottawa Senators. Another huge firm or big group, a part of this bid for the Senators, is the Populous Group. It's a design firm that has designed major sports facilities around the world, such as recently the Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, and the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, United Kingdom. So these are some heavy hitter groups right here. Look, Pledge Arena, Climate Pledge Arena, it's, firstly, I've never been there, obviously, but I've seen pictures. It looks stunning. It's very good for the environment, too, in terms of compared anyways to other stadiums, which is cool as well. T-Mobile Arena. We've only heard good things about that one. And of course, I've never been to Tottenham, of course, but you know what? If they have a history of building outdoor stadiums, indoor stadiums, they got a lot of, experience, which is great for the Senators. And they're a legitimate firm. I mean, Climate Pledge, it's a really cool design. They basically hollowed out an old arena and built a new one within that old frame of a old arena. So, these are some big groups Senators have. Tipping Point Sports is a finance group and advisory firm, a part of this group as well. And Live Nation, very important. Live Nation is an entertainment company that produces some of the world's best concerts and festivals. They're a part of this group too. They're owned or operated by Ticketmaster, I believe, or they operate Ticketmaster, pardon me. But Live Nation being a part of this group is going to make it such a lively event center. It's not going to just be a dull, boring event center, kind of like at the Canadian Tire Center right now. Live Nation is going to make it a game day experience of a lifetime, like they did in Las Vegas, like they've done in other arenas around the NHL. So that's really, really encouraging to see, because this is such a massive day for Senators fans. Sens fans deserve this. The Senators organization deserves this, and the City of Ottawa especially deserves this. So it's a great day, still a lot to come, still lots to do. We got to sign the lease, you got to put the shovels in the ground, you got to start building the arena. But this is a major and massive first step into finally building an arena in downtown Ottawa. So let me know what you think. Is this good news for Sens fans? Is this good news for the City of Ottawa? And most importantly, what would you name the downtown arena for your Ottawa Senators? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I appreciate your support as always. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to this video, and most importantly of all, turn the notification bell on so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. Besides that, thank you for watching, appreciate your support, and let's go, baby! Welcome to Lebreton Flats, your Ottawa Senators. I'll see you in the next one. Go Sens, go.